Hi guys, it's been a minute since I posted on here for real. I'm not trying to shout too much because obviously it's kind of late right now. But guys, obviously I just came back from rehab. I haven't been posting a lot because on Sunday night, this past Sunday, I remember going to the gym and all of a sudden I remember praying. I was praying while I was in the gym and all of a sudden I just started having these feelings of feeling suicidal. I'm not even gonna lie. If you know me, you know I've been talking about this a lot. Well, I mean, it's really pretty much only my close family that knows, but for the past couple of months, I've literally been in a very, I wouldn't even say it was months, I'll say it was years really. My mind has been really been very overreactive. So they literally, sorry, that Sunday night, on Sunday afternoon, I called the police and I called 911 and I was like, hey, I've been having these feelings of suicide and I just want to call the police. I just want to call and see what I can do about it before I really hurt myself, because I was really convinced that I was going to hurt myself. It was just back to back depression, neglect, bad relationship with my mom. It was just too many things at one time that I could not handle. So, and I've been telling my family, and every single time they would come to me and be like, oh, why are you feeling this way? And I'm like, this is the reason why I'm feeling this way, because you don't understand. There were a lot of people that deserted me, and I'm not even gonna sit here and act like it wasn't my fault, but there was just a lot of people that were very close to me that when I needed them, they were nowhere. So my mind really broke for a second. And obviously I talk about this on my page a lot, my ex-boyfriend Tuku, shout out to Tuku. I don't think I've been able to open that door, but when he passed away from suicide, I don't think I've explained what happened to you guys. I just remember one of Tuku's best friends calling me at 3 a.m. in the morning, and this was the friend that was a mediator between me and him. So I was close to the friend, Tuku was close to the friend. The friend called me and he's like, oh, I need you to listen to me right now. I have something very important to tell you. I don't remember how it really went, but I just remember him telling me that Tuku was dead. I don't think I've been able to revisit that. And I was like, what do you mean? I thought it was just some joke or something. I thought maybe he was joking around to try to get me to give Tuku attention, but he was like, no. I remember texting his sister because I was close to his sister, and I was like, hey, is this true? She was like, I'm so sorry, this is true. I'm like, why are you sorry? Girl, I'm sorry. Guys, I felt so guilty. I literally felt so guilty because a part of it was my fault, and everybody tries to act like it wasn't my fault, but it was my fault. I killed him. I'm not even trying to be somehow, but a part of me did kill him, because I'm like, why didn't I just listen to him? Why didn't I just call him one more time? I felt so guilty. And I remember when I was walking into that room, when it was his wakekeeping, and I had to read this speech, and I just remember walking up there. I had my all back at the time, and I was just thinking to myself, I know nobody's gonna receive this well. I know everybody that was, these are my peers from high school, because we both went to the same high school. So these were people that were a part of my trauma, people that made me insecure, and I had to open up myself. I don't remember what my speech was but I remember I got a few laughs in the audience, so that made me feel good about myself. But I always felt there was going to be karma for that, and there was, because I remember the relationship that broke the camel's back. This was a guy that I gave my body to, and I know everybody's looking at me now okay, yeah, but this is 2024, people do this. I'm a Catholic. I know that there's a law that says, excuse me, don't have sex before marriage. And I went ahead and I was doing this thing repeatedly over time, every single day, feeling guilty, my mind crippled, and all eventually for the guy that I was doing this with to completely ghost me, to completely turn his back on me. That guy thought I would never move on, but guy, now I'm like, bro, fuck you. There have been so many guys. I have guys fighting for me. Like, I'm not even capping. Like, I'm not even trying to say, like, oh, this is squabbling. They're fighting. The minute I end one with one, there's a new one. I'm not trying to say that that's good. But I'm like, when there was... Back then, I couldn't find anybody to help me get my mind off this loser. But now, like... it's the best feeling in the world to really move on from somebody. But after I did my 3 days in the psych unit, I met so many amazing people, like so many amazing nurses, people who took care of us. Like, we had a schedule: 7:30 breakfast. In fact, 5 a.m. in the morning, they're coming to wake you up to take your vitals. I remember one of the nurses asking me, do you have high blood pressure? Do you have high blood pressure? And I'm like, I might, I don't know. I think I did. And I was just like, and she was like, she's just thinking to herself, like, this is the reason why you're in here. I was locked up. I was in solitude. Like, I made a really good friend there. We were singing. Like, I didn't realize how much I love to sing. Like, how much God has blessed me with an amazing voice. I could sing. I was singing. I was doing things I loved. I was painting. I was coloring. I was sharing. I had friends. I had people who didn't see me for this perception. They didn't see me the way I saw myself. They saw me as... I had my bantu knots while I was in there. Like, it was just amazing, guys. Like, I remember the doctor and the psychologist and the therapist and the counselor, because I was having so many meetings with them.